Morning, everyone. I am in Point Lookout, New York, at a 9/11 memorial. I've never been here. There's a nice memorial right in front of us there, and the fire department has put up the flag. It's right on the beach.
Oh, wait.
And it's raining a little bit. I thought this was important because it seems that the president doesn't think it is. Last year I was at, I call it the Freedom Tower. Some people like it, some people don't. Starts at 7:30, but people are filing in now. Hey, what's going on? Thank you.
Nice to see you. Good morning.
Glad you made it.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, this is the biggest one on Long Island.
Yeah.
Morning.
Everybody's got something going on, but this is the only place that has all the names, and it's the biggest one. Like all the politicians, like I said, come here. And it's like a huge ocean of people back there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my first time here, so it's amazing.
Yeah, I have friends on the other side, on the other wall over there.
Yeah. I saw you wearing the bracelet yesterday.
Yeah. Over that way. Yeah. 30-year-old girl, man. Should have been 52 now.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, she was engaged too. Engaged to be married. And everybody. And besides her, I almost lost two other friends there.
Yeah.
That actually were there. Cops. One was NYPD. He had set up a command area or whatever in the street right outside. And this is when the bodies started falling out, so they pulled back because everything was coming down.
Right.
And then he remembers looking up at the building, and he could see like it was, over. So he said, we got to move back more. There's going to be more debris or something. So then they moved like over. And then like later it collapsed. Him and like whoever was with him, they dove down a subway like staircase.
Yeah.
They dove down in there to stop all that crap from coming off. But he survived. So far he's not sick of cancer.
Right.
But another friend of mine worked Port Authority. He was in the tunnel. I forget which one. And they, because it's a Port Authority building, they told everybody, we got to go down to the Twin Towers. And they loaded up a van of cops. And he was, I don't know what street, but he was going at it, and it fell right down in front of him.
Yeah.
Would have been another 15 minutes, he'd have been under that shit.
All right.
Everybody's got stories.
Cancerous dust.
I'm going to go in there.
Yep. I'll be in there in a minute. I just want to check it out. Thank you.
Yeah, so this should.
Like,
Point Lookout, New York, 9/11 Memorial. It starts at 7:30 Eastern. It's my first time here. First time at the ceremony. Last year I was in Freedom Tower. I believe it's called One World Observatory. So I thought I'd do something different. A friend of mine yesterday, he was very enraged. He texted me a picture of FJB on the pickup truck because he just couldn't believe that they weren't going to honor this year, you know. Thank you.
I'm right here.
Excuse me.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, I'll see you in there. Yeah, absolutely.
Excuse me. 22-year anniversary. Just thinking about the people who were probably in their 20s, you know, maybe lost a parent. Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Hey, sir. Good morning.
I'll stay here if you want there.
Point Lookout is on Long Island, New York, on Fire Island. It's Town Beach. Point Lookout is where we are. Beautiful. I mean, it's a little rainy, but it's still very nice. Those ships out there are probably waiting to get into the New York City harbor. So the story is that it's tough because you can't really see right now, but people were coming out onto the beach on the day of 9/11 to see the smoke coming up from the towers. So it's kind of, not sure if you can see the skyline from here. It's kind of tough to see because of the overcast and the haziness.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Town of Hempstead Point Lookout Park. I'm delighted and honored that so many of you joined us for this ceremony, as you do every single year. Very, very blessed here in the Town of Hempstead to have a lot of caring residents that never forget this day. And today shows it all. With the bad weather and all of you came down to do exactly what we do here in the Town of Hempstead. Remember all the loved ones we lost, all of our friends we lost, and all those individuals we lose every single day. So on behalf of myself, I just want to say personally, thank you for taking the time. This means a lot to a lot of people, and it means a tremendous amount to you. And we are very fortunate to live in this township and live in the greatest country in the world. So God bless every single one of you being here today. It is amazing to think it was 22 years today that these attacks happened. And you know, people say, oh, we lost, and I say, lives were stolen from us. And lives were stolen from us on that day, and they continue to be stolen from us every single day from the ill effects of that disease. And that's why it is fitting we remember those first responders of firefighters, police officers, EMTs, clergy, and everyday citizens, you know, that were affected and taken away from us on that day 22 years ago. And I'll tell you, it's really, again, an honor to have all of you here today. And I'm going to ask you all to join me in standing as we advance the color guards. We are led by the Rockville Center Fire Department and the bagpipers, Bobby Hughes of the Nassau County Firefighters and Drums. Please remain standing as the Gregorian Consortium leads us in the national anthem.
Stars through the perilous
Beautiful. Thank you very much to all of you. Please remain standing as I call upon Councilman Chris Carino, former NYPD and Port Authority police officer, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Place your hand over your heart, face the flag, repeat after me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you for your service. I now call upon Father Michael Duffy, the rector of St. Agnes Cathedral Rockville Center, to offer today's invocation.
Let us pray. Good and gracious God, even as it rains this day, the rain reminds us of the tears that you shed 22 years ago. The tears that joined with all those here. Bless this gathering. Bless the memories of those who perished 22 years ago and every day since. Watch over this nation. Grant us peace and unity, fraternity and love. Blessings which flow from your sacred heart, O Lord. Watch over us, keep us safe. Watch over our first responders. Bless these proceedings through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Father Duffy. $22 ago on this morning at 8:46, American Airlines Flight 11, carrying 92 people from Boston to Los Angeles, was hijacked by terrorists and crashed in the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Shortly thereafter, the hijacked United Airlines Flight 175 from Boston to Los Angeles, carrying 65 people, crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. All 65 on board were killed. Within 1 hour of that impact, the South Tower collapsed, followed by the collapse of the North Tower just 29 minutes later at 10:28. In Lower Manhattan, the iconic Twin Towers lay in ruins, and over 2,600 of our fellow Americans were perished, including 343 firefighters. At 9:37 a.m., hijackers crashed the American Airlines Flight 77 into the Pentagon, killing all 64 on board and 125 people in that building. And at 10:03, the heroic passengers on board United Flights 93 fought against the terrorists who had taken control of their plane, crashing it into the fields of Pennsylvania before it could reach its intended target somewhere in the vicinity of Washington, D.C. All 44 were killed. We vowed 22 years ago in the town of Hempstead to never forget it, and we don't. And the ringing of the fire bell in the memory of the 9/11 victims will be conducted by John Rodkamp. John served as the Deputy Levittown Fire Department Chief with Ronnie Kerwin. Ronnie, who also served as an FDNY lieutenant, lost his life on September 11, 2001 after helping evacuate the towers. Please, John, ring the bell. Thank you. Please all be seated. I'd like to thank the Rockville Center Fire Department, John Rod Kemp and Bobby Hughes of the Nassau County Firefighters, Pipes and Drums. And before we continue, I'd like to recognize my colleagues in the Hempstead Board who've joined us here today. Of course, I'm joined by Supervisor Dorothy Gooseby, Councilman Dennis Dunn, a Vietnam veteran, U.S. United States Marine, always Marine, Councilman Tommy Muscarella, Councilman Chris Carini, former NYPD officer and Port Authority police officer, Councilwoman Missy Miller, Councilwoman Laura Ryder, Town Clerk Kate Murray, our Receiver of Taxes Ginny Driscoll. We're also joined by our local Congressman Anthony D'Esposito, New York State Senator Griffith Cantonaire Fitzpatrick, and Mayor Fran Murray. And I'm going to tell everybody right now, if you think the fact that it's raining is going to stop this program or let this program be hitting in any way, I am absolutely not going to let that happen, ladies and gentlemen. What happened 22 years ago is raw in my memory as it is to every single one of you today. And I'm delighted that we didn't have to do that for you to join us here today. As I said, we not only lost those lives and they were ripped from us years ago, we lose lives every single year because of 9-related illnesses. And we are joined by individuals who represent a family from Franklin Square, the Brotherhood of the Fire Department. Joe Teresa lost his life 2 years ago. His brothers from the fire department were here when his name was put on the plaque. They were in the city. I want to thank those members of the fire department of Franklin Square for being here today. For kindness and remarks, I've also asked somebody I'm very fond of, Rabbi Wallow, to join us. Rabbi, if you would.
Good morning. The physical shofar is nothing more than hollow horn of a man. When the breath of a human being is blown through it, it undergoes a transformation. It becomes a living embodiment of the heart and emotion of the human being expressed in its by itself. It senses pulsing within, crying out to its maker. Today, it reminds us of the depth of the soul of all those lost at 9/11, and all of our inner desire to see the world a world of goodness and kindness with redemption for all. So here we go. Of 6,000 languages spoken in the world today, only one is truly universal, the language of tears. And that is the language we speak today. For 22 years now, we have shared these tears after the worst single-piece-on act of terror we have ever known. And to all who lost loved ones, we say to you, your grief is ours. We feel it in our very bones. Right after the tragedy, we came together as a nation. We must not falter in the defense of what we aspire for freedom, unity, religious pluralism, and mutual respect. Our approach to tragedy has always been twofold. On the one hand, we grieve. There is no way any human being can ignore the terrible and tremendous pain being suffered by so many people. However, we do not allow the grief become all consuming. Or rather, we allow those tears of grief to stimulate us, not to paralyze us, or rather to make a change in the world. To recognize that those tears should allow growth. To recognize that those tears should reflect on the joy of many who continue to live their lives knowing that we have a purpose and a mission to make the world a better place, one good deed at a time. And today, as we get ready for the Jewish New Year, starting this Friday evening for Rosh Hashanah, we remember the sound of the shofar, the breath of human life. And we will continue to make sure that that breath is never forgotten, and always making sure that that breath continues for many years to come. And let us hope and pray that our gatherings in the future should only be expressing joy, peace, harmony. God bless America, and God bless all of us here today.
Rabbi. As I said, today's ceremony is about remembering all those who love. And today we have a very special speaker. Over the years, we've tried to always include speakers to demonstrate the impact of what has been lost in their lives. Chris Ertzelman not only was a business owner, he's also an individual with the family, the grandkids that are coming. His son Joseph has joined us here today. And though Joseph did promise me that, Joe, you have a special message about who bought the ring thing? Come on, he's going to tell you all. If you could, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome Joe. He's going to speak into that. But the fact that it's very, you have to do the remark you're making. It's very, very true. Like the ceremony it is about today. Please remember. Please, Joe.
Good morning, everyone. So I was saying before is that I'm sure many people like my father, they don't appreciate the recognition that they deserve. So he decided to bless us with the venture that we can. So sorry about that. I'd like to thank everyone involved for setting up this beautiful event today, minus the rain. I appreciate everyone still coming out. So thank you all for being here. Those that don't know me, my name is Joe Hatzman, and I too have a loved one that unfortunately perished because of 9/11. I'm the son of firefighter Joe Hatzman from Hurricane Bushwick at NG 218. On this day, 22 years ago, that morning, I remember being dropped off at school to be picked up shortly after. My father was off that morning after working a shift the night before, and my aunt gave him a call to wake him up to let him know what was going on. As soon as he heard, he got ready and went straight into the city. At the time, I was too young to realize what was going on. My sister and I would ask our mom every night when her dad was coming home, and she honestly didn't have an answer for us. We were one of the lucky families that got to see a loved one come home again from Ground Zero. While my father didn't make it home, a part of him perished, along with his friends and co-workers that he spent weeks looking for through rubble and debris. As I got older, my dad would begin to share some of the stories of what happened that day, and most of them did not sound real at all. My father was not an emotional person, but when retelling some of these stories and what he went through, he often had tears in his eyes. My dad worked a few more years after 9/11 and then retired. While it seems normal for people to work well into their 60s now, I'm glad that he didn't. About 15 years or so after 9/11, he was diagnosed with cancer. He battled 4 hard years with the disease and ultimately passed away in February 2020. Today is a hard day for everyone here. Today's a hard day for everyone here, and unfortunately as time passes, it doesn't necessarily mean the news that would be right for me or incredibly important. Growing up, 9/11 and the week leading up to it was an emotional week in our household. My father was a simple man. He enjoyed hanging out with the dog, reading the paper, watching the history channels and sports. And as it gets closer to 9/11, the news, sports, the paper, everything begins to memorialize 9/11. We knew that he was forced to relive a nightmare every year that we just wanted so badly to forget about. I eventually felt the same about 9/11. I tried to turn a blind eye to the day as I knew how much pain it put my father through every year. Things for me changed after seeing his name placed on memorials across the island and in the city, and his name being memorialized. Today should not be a day of sadness and sorrow, or rehashing bad memories. Today we should feel proud that we knew these men and women. To Today we should remember the positive impact that they had on our lives, as well as others. Whether their name lies on a wall or not, let's remember these people for what they truly are, as heroes. Thank you, and God bless you all. I'm now going to ask Joe to join me in place with the credit card. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think I can read anything on this sheet, I'm not going to from here on in. I do want to say, we thank the Gregorians. They've just been saying it the whole time. They've done such a beautiful job. Thank you to these young men and women. Listen, they're in the notes, folks. Listen, we've all been here, and you all really do know how important it is. I really don't, again, as I said, as I was walking in, I want everybody to know, I recognize we're reflecting on people. I recognize we're reflecting on a loved one. I know you're thinking of a friend. But the importance of this really was summed up to me by a young lady who walked in and said she lost a family member at 9/11. It was an FDNY firefighter named Paris. And this is where they come. This is where they come to reflect. This is where they come to be surrounded by people who care about our country, who care about these people we lost. And that is a testament to every single one of you. So look around. Say in the corner, and you're down here. You're proud to be down here. You're proud to remember the Americans we lost. We continually, you're proud to be an American, and God bless all of you for being here today, because that's what this ceremony is all about. Reflecting and being proud of yourselves and being proud Americans. To bring up somebody, and he's no stranger, I don't even need to know. He's inspirational to everybody at this ceremony. He's part of our family, and that is our Reverend Millett, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you believe this? I told the father, I said, I would have to be a scripted speaker. God bless you. God bless each and every one of you. I'm just going to refer to what I have here, what I prepared for each and every one of you. And we certainly recognize our supervisor, Don Clavin. That's right. Don't let the water dampen your spirit. And to the town board members and to our deputy supervisor, honored guests, all of you here today, family and Americans. Let me just say just a few words. Today we have come once again together after 22 years to encourage one another and support the families who lost loved ones on that fateful day, September 11, 2001. Time has passed, but we remember those who were taken from us every day of our lives. We also honor those who have since died as a result of their being on site at Ground Zero, who were exposed to the many toxins, whose names now appear on the tablets for us to always remember their names and their great sacrifice. And I want to encourage you today, keep showing up, because those who attacked us expect us to forget the pain and the anguish we felt on that day, that our pain would somehow dissipate after 22 years. But I'm here today to shout with all that is within me, absolutely not. We shall never forget. Never forget. We will never forget those families, those police officers, firefighters. And so I say to you today, God bless our men and women in blue. God bless our firefighters. We support our first responders. Those who are brave enough to wear that uniform will always have our respect, support, and love. And we will continue to show up year after year after year. That's right. Let them hear us even in the rain. This country, listen, I want to tell you something. If you are not ready to defend our American way, if you are not fed up with outsiders coming into our country, bringing with them their drugs and crime, with a motive to undo what we stand for as Americans, if that is your motive, I say to them today, don't talk to me. I'm not afraid to speak from my mind about our beloved country, for I love America, and I'm not afraid of anyone who does not. There is a mood among Americans today, and that mood is patriotism. And I say to those who are letting others make decisions for our country, I say to them, stand up and grow a backbone. Do what you were elected to do. Represent us with esprit de corps and take charge. I say that because we have had enough. Listen, if we make examples out of those who attack us, then others will see America means business. That it may not sound good to some in this country, and if it doesn't, then you need to find someplace else to live. Or you can stand with us. Because America will always defend her own. And our enemies are not only going to see it, but feel the fury of our American justice. How in the world can anyone attack the United States and expect us not to respond indefinitely? We will always defend our great country. And since 9/11, we have gone to our battle stations. And we will stay at the ready until every terrorist is found and destroyed. They will come to know and will come to an end with American ammo. They will be annihilated. We will respond. We will seek out our enemies, and we will have the last word. This is who we are. We will always stand our ground. So if waving the American flag bothers you, if waving the red, white, and blue bothers you, I say good. Our quarterback may not be doing a good job, but we love our team, America. So let us turn our rage into action. Let us turn our anger into a positive force, a proud red-blooded Americans. The energy here today, even on this rainy day, is a testament of never giving up on the greatest country in the world, and that country is the United States of America. I'm almost done. Country first. We must not turn against each other. We must stand as one, because we are still at war. The enemy is coming into our country with an agenda to divide and conquer us from within. We must not let this happen. We must be strong, convicted, and not ashamed to speak out for our motherland. Yes, I have a label, and that label is American, and I'm proud of it. We have been wounded, we have suffered as a country, but we still are united. America is not defeated, and we have risen from the ashes. We have transformed rubble and ash into a freedom tower of strength and power. We will never run in the face of any enemy. We will never give up the fight. We will never forget those who died. We will never abandon our dead on the battlefield. It is our dedication, it is our honor and loyalty and discipline that makes us who we are. And I say today, and I want to, as I close here, because I can't even read this. I'm here today after 22 years. The flame yet fires. It has not been extinguished. And I want to thank Councilman Muscarella, who once said to me, Reverend, our national anthem is the only anthem with a question. Does that flag yet wave? Well, I want to say yes, it does. Because as long as there is an Eric C. Millett, former United States Marine, as long as the people I'm looking at here today on this rainy day, it will always wave. I will wave this flag of red, white, and blue, flag I love every day of my life. This flag waves at my home, showing everyone who passes an American lives here. Never mind the dog. Beware of this U.S. Marine. And when I die, I want this flag, these colors, to drape my coffin. And heaven and earth will know that I've lived as an American, and I will die as a proud American. And I believe in my heart, so will you. God bless you, and may God bless America.
Woo!
Reverend, as always, I want to say thank you on behalf of everyone in the town. I love when you speak. You bring a lot of inspiration to this ceremony, and and you bring a lot of, I just think a lot of spirit and joy to a lot of people. Before the ceremony ends, I do want to remind people that as you walk out today, please stop at the monument, reflect on those names and the names we continue to add. In addition, you've all been given American flags. If they are somehow still dry, a little writing there, you can write a name and drop it on the sand down here at the beach. But really, on behalf of myself and everybody, I do want to say thank you. This is an amazing turnout for a rainy day, and it shows me so much spirit, so much pride we have. And before I bring in our guest speaker, I do want to stress to all of you, God bless you, God bless your families, God bless the town of Hempstead, and God bless America, ladies and gentlemen. And to close out our ceremony, no stranger, Fred McFarland. Fred.
If tomorrow all the things were gone and worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your day. And of course, as guys can now open up and enjoy some beautiful sunshine. Thank you all. God bless.
Flowers out. You gonna follow?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you later.
That's the smelly girl. Daniel says, my smelly daughter. Enjoy it now. So I tell the story. You know those? Get the direct boxes, everything? No. So the next time you pass, the next step is
Oh, it's funny. He was down in camping Dad, they just set it in the washing machine. Air dry.
Yeah, he's here.
I'm gonna put both of our pants in the air dry setting and let it dry. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't work.
All the crowd.
And if anything, he's going to use 24.
Hi, my cranberry.
Stop now, right?
Yeah.
Once they go on the side, I'm going to drop the umbrella. Okay? We may stop on that.
See you guys there.
Right here in Spring. No, that's not right. Jody, come out. Yeah, it ends at 8:40. Now get on the air. That's not like that's not how it's going to be.
Yes, rest in peace. Patriot Steve, Constitutional Steve, however you know him by. Rest in peace. So at 4 o'clock today at the Belmore train station, there will be a flag wave in remembrance of September 11th and those lost. I will be there filming that. Just thinking about going to another one in Massapequa right now. I don't know if I'm going to make it there in time though. I'm doing good. How you doing? Good morning, everyone. I just didn't want to break up the ceremony. You know, that's why I don't speak too much. So I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. I put on a little YouTube, you know, looking at the events that happened on that day. Some of the stories that, you know, get you worked up, remind you. Plenty of stuff you can look at on YouTube. Stories of first responders, chefs, people in the building, people, phone calls from the plane, planes. You could also tell me what Biden's doing today. So I'll tell you what happened to me on 9/11. Get set up here. Too much stuff. I gotta get another one of these. See if we can make it over to Massapequa. Yes, I'm trying to bring the real truth. This is the first time I was at this event. I was told about it last night. I was going to go to a different event, but so this is one of the biggest ones on Long Island. So thank you, Rob. And I'm glad I saw it. I don't know. Is the rain better or worse, you think? It's hard to say, you know. Some people think it means something, I guess, you know, when it's raining during a ceremony or a funeral, you know. Let's see. Yeah, Yeah, I think it is. I mean, yeah, it was a beautiful day. On the morning, September 11th. It was a nice weather day. Angel's tears, that's what the rain is.
A human being, a lone human being, could be taken. Revolving door does.
What the hell? Yeah, I was a senior in high school when it happened, so I didn't know anybody that had anything to do with it, but like 60 miles from New York City, I experienced it like most people around the country. It's just that at the time I wanted to be FDNY, at the time I wanted to be NYPD, and I wanted to go and fight in the war, and unfortunately that didn't happen. So none of those things happen actually, but it's unfortunate, and some might say it's fortunate. So I mean, the way that we looked at the war and everything has changed. I was probably 17, just starting school, because September, it's the beginning of the school year. I was in BOCES, so that's like a vocational class that you could attend, you could volunteer to do for electrical. And I saw my teacher, his brother was a teacher right next to him, so his brother came in and brought him into the back room, and I overheard him saying, yeah, a plane just hit the tower. So, I think a lot of people that heard that probably figured it was a Cessna when they heard a plane, but we know that that wasn't the case, and many people obviously were looking to respond and help the people, not knowing exactly what was going on, and people were probably scared, but I don't think a lot of people expected a second plane, and I think that's part of why they do that. I mean, it takes a lot of planning to do something like that, and it's not perfect, but you blow something up, and then you wait for everyone to show up, and then you hit another thing, So from what I remember, people were fleeing because they were afraid of what was next, and there was Pentagon and Pennsylvania in the field where they crashed the plane, so that they weren't able to hit anything else, like the White House or whatever they were aiming at next. So I just saw a lot of people get angry yesterday. I got news clips and people sending personal messages that they're not happy that this guy isn't coming to one of the memorials, Not that it means that much, but it does, It means that they want to move on, Not that I'm worried about what Biden's doing as far as, he's going to make a difference or anything, but it's symbolic, and, we will remember, we will never forget. It's not ringing true if the president doesn't, participate. So the question is, will the next president take back? Will Trump, redo it? Trump might be doing something today. I don't know. I know he did in 21. He showed up in New York City, so I'm not sure what his plans are right now. So to me, I look at it as one of the last days when America was together. You know, I can't tell you the exact day, but that day, I think everyone came together. And if you hear the stories about New Yorkers helping each other, I mean, you know, just like we see with everything else, they become heroes, and then next thing you know, we want to defund the police, you know. Call them heroes. They don't call themselves heroes. You know, the first responders, they were doing their job. Unfortunately, they got caught up in it, just like a lot of other people. And the one thing I remember, you know, when I first went down to that site after they built the pools, I just kind of stumbled on it. You know, I wasn't really looking for it. I was riding a bike through New York City, and I stopped at the pools. I said, "Oh man, there they are. Let me check it out." You know, just looking up and thinking about people jumping that far up, you know. And I know they also hit people too on their way down. They were hitting people on the street. I believe it was a priest, a chaplain at the fire department who got hit by one of the people that jumped. He died. And it's just, you can't imagine what those bodies look like. And you could hear it in some videos, the sound that they make hitting. I mean, that really got to me. And I know that there's also a museum down there, but I just, you know, I like today was kind of cool, but not really. It was, you know, people holding holding tissue boxes on the way in. You know, I'm sure there'd be a lot of tissues in that memorial. He's not going to any memorials. I heard he's going to be either in Alaska or Vietnam. I'm hearing different things. I heard he's on a climate tour, Biden. So I'm not sure if she's going somewhere, if someone else is doing something. But to me, that's the signal that, you know, it's been long enough. We're on to Ukraine. I believe he went to Ukraine for the 1-year anniversary to, you know, give more money in person. So. Again, I'm sure it's raining at the other one, but I'm heading to. Sorry about that rain. FJB, that's right. Got out of one more, very in a bad way. 13 servicemen killed. Afghanis hanging onto airplanes as they're flying away, falling off the jets. Leaving all that military equipment behind so that we can start funding Ukraine in that war, you know, war against Russia. The people that they say have no tanks, have no ammo, have tanks from World War II that, you know, they're going to be demolished, and we're still sending money over a year later. And I believe it started right after TPC got to Maryland. It was like that week, you know, it was coincidental, I'd say, you know. I don't think they planned the war around TPC, but the week they got into Maryland, it was right around then when the war started, and the focus was shifted. Because the news that was carrying it was no longer carrying the TPC because they were focused on the start of the war. No speed racing. Jones Beach. That's a water tower in front of me. This weekend, Brooke's gonna be up here with me, and my friend Wendy is gonna be around. You guys remember her from CPAC, a couple other events. DC indictment, the New York indictment. She's gonna be up here, and I'm gonna be doing a car parade, probably Sunday. Tomorrow is supposed to be another flag wave on Long Island, but I believe it's been scheduled for Thursday. So we'll see. I don't know. Thursday I actually have things going on at home. So but later this afternoon at the Belmore train station, come down with your flags. I'm gonna remember people lost on 9/11. Usually they do it Thursday 4 to 6. Today they're doing it an extra day special, so that's cool. I'll be down there 4 to 6 today at the Belmore train station. Yeah, we're near Gilgo Beach. If I kept driving, I would have passed Gilgo. That's where the Long Island killer struck years ago. Yeah, Wendy's a fighter. That woman who ran into Creedmoor is a fighter. So the other day I was working in Long Island City, and I found the place. It's a big, beautiful building, a couple stories high, and it's housing illegal aliens. And I was driving around, I'm like, oh yeah, wasn't there a place around here in Long Island City where they're housing illegal aliens? And then I heard it was like 5 stories, but this one was like 3. But it was a big, brand new, resurfaced building, beautiful windows, and whatever their name is, it's Auster Place or something like that, it's called off Skillman. And it was like a brand new, almost like a warehouse, giant building. But when I drove by earlier, I didn't even know it was there, but I saw these city bikes that you could rent, and they keep them in these locked up corrals. There was 3 what looked like Africans, the same type of people I saw at Creedmoor, on the bikes, just sitting there like a seat. Didn't pull them out of the rack, just sitting on them on the rack. And I just saw their backs, and I'm like, those are probably them right there. Like you could just tell now. Once you've seen them, you know the type of people. So I looked it up online later on, and then I went by, and it was the same exact place that I saw them. And yeah, they were like around the building at 9, 10 o'clock at night, laying out, hanging out. So not a lot of people know. I was talking to some people, they have no idea where these places are, what's going on. Right down the road from the house, they have no clue. And they want to know where they could find out, about the rallies and things like that. It's crazy how, people have no idea. You have to be looking for it. You got to be on Facebook, you got to know the right groups where you can get these letters. So I let them know, these flyers or whatever, the protest flyers. It's just crazy, they were like, oh, there's a hotel down the street. Meanwhile, it's a giant building, Same thing, they got the ID tags around the neck, they're walking around, kind of watching me, because I got the camera on the window, kind of checking it out. And they had security there, I saw that at the front door. Same exact setup as the Tent City in Creedmoor. Morning, everyone. Just left Point Lookout, Town Beach, Point Lookout. We did a memorial. I'm heading towards Massapequa. There's a memorial set up there at the train station. I was looking to see if that's still going on because I'm a little late and the rain is now going that way. morning, Cindy. Masters of Streaming. I'm on Long Island, New York. Thank you. FJB. Darlene. Belmore 4 to 6 flag wave today. Belmore train station. Yeah, the cloud I guess is moving across the island, so hopefully it's nice in the city for their memorial. That was kind of cool on the beach. I haven't seen that, throwing the roses into the water, putting the flags on the beach and all that. So I've held the signs over here. I've shown it in the past. There's a memorial up here on the left. Got the helmets up there and the fire hydrants. Oh, a time capsule. The volunteer firefighters to be open July of 2076. How old will you be at 2076? I can't even do that, man. I think I'll be 91, 76. To be open July 2076 time capsule funded by volunteer donors. This was put in 1986, so what is that? Looks like 90 years. Yeah, on Long Island, it's mostly volunteer. Firefighters are volunteer. Yeah, where is that hurricane? So it's a nice little memorial here. I believe they resemble different things. Massapequa Fire Department. So in unrelated news, I believe the guy was arrested right down the street from here that they say is the killer, or at least did some of the killings in Gilgo Beach. Oh, there you go. The 61 children of the deceased firefighters today. So they were either born or their wives were pregnant, I guess, when they passed. I don't know when they ring that bell. Maybe every hour, I don't know. I thought I heard it when I was here one day. Good morning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Massapequa is where they arrested the guy that they think committed, I guess, some of the murders of the Gilgo killings. Alright, so if you'd like to go back to the beginning, that's when I started at the memorial at Point Lookout. I'll be back again live around 4 p.m. Eastern. We're doing a flag wave at the Belmore train station between 4 to 6. So if you'd like to come down, that'd be great. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you to the mods. I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And you have a good day.